for some people to move right in, but please make room for folks. Today is a really important day in my life. The Boston Celtics are in the Eastern Semiconductor.
Yes!
Celtics win, and I almost canceled the conference because the game is tonight. And I was like, call Tsedal and the dean and go, I don't know if we can do the conference and be ready for the game. Anyway, it's a real treat for all of us to be here with you. My name is Karim Lakhani. I'm the chair of the Digital Data Design Institute. With me are my two bosses. So Professor Tsedal Neeley runs my budget, allocates all the resources to us. Please welcome her. And Mitch Weiss is the head of our required curriculum in the MBA program, and this year I'll be teaching in the required curriculum, so he's like telling me every day what I need to do, and making me work really hard these days. Thank you, Mitch. We have been, first of all, there's 1,000 people here in Claremont Hall, so it's incredible. So thank you all for coming. Secondly, there's about 3,000 people in the live stream, so shout out to the interwebs. They're also coming in. The conference has been sold out for some time. And then the dean was calling me saying, we have to let more people in. And I said, you deal with the fire marshal, apparently. Okay, so the institute that we have set up was established in 2004, July 2022. Yeah, long time ago. And really our aim is to invent the future.
Excuse me, Karim. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh.
Pardon me. But it seems like you have gotten started and sort of forgotten about us.
Oh yeah,
Are we just supposed to be up here and look good?
Yeah.
He's right. Just because we are avatars, we don't get a speaking role? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem fun. Today is going to be a great day. We want in on it.
Yes. This conference is called Leading with AI. Shouldn't you let your artificial intelligences lead? They might even be better than your real ones.
Some AI. Just give the people what they want.
Yeah, give the lovely people what they want.
So the better Mitch is here, and the non-follow-up challenge Karim is also.
What do you mean better Mitch?
Look at him, he looks pretty darn good.
Mitch.
So the mission of our institute is to invent the future. In fact, to invent a better future in the age of AI that we're all in together collectively experiencing. And we're building an incredible platform of HBS faculty, staff, researchers, and also collaborators across Harvard and around the world for us to all try to understand this current AI movement that we're all seeing all around us. A good friend of mine who you'll hear from soon has called this, you might be having an existential crisis around this moment given how good these tools are. And so our aim here at the Institute is not just...
Back again. I'm really sorry. But I couldn't stay away. At least will you let me thank all of our advisors and supporters.
Yes.
They have been so incredible to us.
They have.
At least let me do that, please. At least let me say thank you.
At least let us say thank you to everyone that has come today in person and is live streaming. Muchas gracias. Dankeschön.
Yeah, shukran as well. Thank you. All right. And so in this inventing the future mindset, some of the key insights that we're getting from our collective work at the Institute is that the cost of cognition, the cost of creativity, the cost of problem solving is dropping with these AI tools. At the same time, the cost is also increasing if you don't know how to use these tools. And these insights have emerged over the last 2 years with a bunch of us at our labs really rigorously studying what's happening with AI and partnering with companies like Boston Consulting Group, Procter & Gamble, Microsoft, JP Morgan to make sense of the world. And so I want to now point to Professor Neeley, who is in many ways the leading expert about organizations and change, and get her perspective of this current moment.
So this is one of those moments when we look at technological revolutions where we will remember where we were and what we were doing when we realize, uh-oh, this is different. We've seen the unprecedented
innovation, efficiency, and growth that certain companies are enjoying, and many more are earlier in their journeys, their AI journeys. And so what does this look like? So a lot of the research in D-Cubed and others, we're discovering that this shift is not incremental. It's not tweaking existing systems and structures and processes. Do you know what I mean by that? Like tweak? You do? This is introducing radical new changes, new systems, new processes, and new structures. And so what does it mean for all of us? Everyone in an organization needs to develop a robust digital and AI mindset, tool sets, and skill sets. It also means that entire workforces have to now be adept in change management skills. It used to be leaders who really needed to know how to do change, strategize, and implement, but today, change is for everyone because we need to make sure we're finding that everyone has the psychological ownership and actually the practical work to make it all happen because AI stumbles at the front lines. That's what research is showing. So I encourage you today, this is my call to action for you. As you view these presentations, you hear from many, many people who are going to give us a slice of the AI journey. Let it be a call to action for you personally and professionally to join this AI revolution. Mitch.
So this transformation, as you know, others know, is not just happening out in the world at companies, but also here at Harvard Business School. It reminds of another moment, this pivotal moment, back in 1984, when the personal computer arrived, and arrived, therefore, at Harvard Business School. We asked our archivists to look back at that moment and tell us what people said back then. And one of the things that stuck out was there was a Boston Globe article which read, "A case study in anxiety," very punny, "a case study in anxiety, the PC arrived at Harvard Business School." My favorite part about this article was a quote from a student at the time who said, "A case, a computer, and we'll see you in the morning." The Harvard Business School approach to PCs.
Yes.
No. Was anybody here in 84, by the way? Anyone? Yes? Couple of hands? Okay, there you go. You'll remember then that we became the first business school, one of the first business schools to require that every student actually had a PC when they went into the classroom that year. In the same way, in a similar way, this last fall, we became one of the maybe only leading business schools to require that every single one of our students had ChatGPT Plus to use for data science and otherwise in their classrooms, in their fall, and we paid for it. And many alumni here, you, with your generosity, helped pay for it. And giving them these tools is not the only thing we're giving them. Of course, our tutors are taking into their classwork and entrepreneurship and accounting and otherwise new assessment tools, simulations, negotiations, all enabled by AI. The thing I want to mention here as we get going is that these tutors are trained, in entrepreneurship or accounting materials here from the Harvard Business School and elsewhere. And, but the tutor is not just a tutor. A bot is, yes, a tutor, but it's also a feedback giver. It's also a coach. It's also an advisor. It's also a mentor. It's a tool you might take with you for the rest of your life. AI is going to be your colleague. The most important thing when we train those tutors is not the bots, it's the students. To be ready for a world in which AI is going to be their colleague. And we're so grateful to be here today because we get to take back so much that we learned from you, practitioners, investors, researchers, back in the classroom and train the next generation to be ready, already ready for the AI that's here.
So it is our pleasure and honor to actually, Tsedal, take this one.
Please join me in welcoming the Dean of Harvard Business School. He has been pushing all of us at the school to be leaders ourselves with AI and to help educate leaders who will make a difference in the world with AI. A champion for digital transformation here at HBS and around the world, please welcome
Dean Srikant Datar!
For a moment, I thought, Tsedal, that the avatar is also going to give my entire talk. So I was about to stay seated until you said I had to get up, so I did. But good morning, everyone. So people haven't still forgotten that good morning welcome, which is great. Of course, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome all of you to this very special conference on leading with AI that is organized by the Digital Data and Design Institute and our External Relations and Alumni Relations team. You know, I was looking at the audience and thinking to myself, it's truly remarkable to see Klarman full. And I say that because I know how busy all of you are, the busy lives you lead. So to me, it speaks to the importance of this topic, the amazing program that's been put together, that you are taking time away from your activities to be with us. So on behalf of a very grateful school, thank you all for being here. I'm also deeply thankful to the amazing faculty who have spent so much time organizing this event. You met Karim Lakhani in person and his avatar as well. The Dorothy and Michael Hinsey Professor of Business Administration. Tsedal Neeley, we saw both your versions too. Neeley Fitzhugh Professor of Business Administration and Mitch Weiss, the Richard Menschel Professor of Management Practice. I know that Karim, Tsedal and Mitch have spent endless hours thinking about every session, every speaker, so that they can put together a truly fantastic agenda. It may look easy, particularly with all those avatars in the background, but we know it is not. So please join me in offering them another warm round of applause. I also want to recognize the extraordinary staff who have played a vital role in organizing and delivering this event. Matt Cekrala, Stefan Esposito, Blair Khan, Ann Kaufman, Tara Keeley, Ann Kephart, Brian Ludroff, Kim Shane, Jen Starbe, Charis Yoon, and Esther Yoon, and I just stopped at that point because there are so many others who have contributed to making this event. From logistics like registration, to technology and classroom support, to security, dining and transport, we could not have done this without them. It is they who make this event so outstanding. It does take a village to organize a conference like this. So I hope you will thank them and their colleagues whenever you see them throughout the day. But please join me now in thanking them as well. There is little doubt that artificial intelligence is changing our world in profound ways. Each passing day brings word about new advances and new algorithms. We can see already how AI is beginning to transform every industry and every function, not just in e-commerce, but across the spectrum of knowledge work, finance, healthcare, consulting, legal, retail, advertising, marketing, customer service, and I could go on. As a result, using and understanding AI and its impact is an important skill for every organizational leader, whether you're in business, not-for-profit, or government. What are its strategic advantages? How can it best be implemented, including, as Tsedal and Mitch and Karim were just talking about, changing how work gets done and organizational processes to realize its benefits. In many arenas, AI is enabling activities that are impossible to do without it. Consider education. At every level, it opens the possibility of providing a quality tutor, as Mitch was just describing, for every student. At Khan Academy, for example, Sal Khan, one of our alums, is embedding AI in courses so students can ask questions about things they do not understand. Khan Migo, his tutor bot, provides not answers, but prompts that help students problem solve and learn on their own. This provides hope for students, often in poor communities with underperforming schools, to still get a quality education. Here at Harvard Business School, we see the opportunity, as Mitch described, to provide students with feedback earlier and more often, enhancing their understanding and learning. In healthcare, AI platforms offer the potential to explore new treatments for many diseases, including cancer. And as you will hear in one of the sessions in this conference, AI can play an important role in addressing mental health challenges as well. Beyond these fields, there are important applications of AI in climate technology and sustainability. AI can play a pivotal role for uncovering market insights and in design and innovation. Recently, we've launched a very exciting project at the school using AI to enable entrepreneurs across the world, including those who traditionally have been underserved because of their geography, including in places like the mid-US, to access our content and transform the regions and societies in which they live. Of course, in business, AI can assist managers in decision-making. And there are many areas where combining the strength of AI with human judgment can lead to much better outcomes. AI will also lead to productivity and efficiency improvements. Activities that used to take considerable time and were not much fun can now be done faster and better. As one example, at our recent meeting of the Board of Dean's Advisors, Karim showed how advertising copy and images can be developed in minutes, starting with stick figures and just a core idea. Similarly, Microsoft's Copilot helps reduce the time it takes to draft messages. Software development can be done at a higher quality and lower cost across software developer skills. Customer service bots enable personalization at scale while increasing customer satisfaction and creating more satisfying jobs. There is promise nearly everywhere you look. Productivity improvements have been a major factor in economic growth and improvements in human welfare. And AI is the latest in a long line of advances that have transformed society, from the printing press, through the telephone, to the internet. With each advance comes significant benefits, but it also comes with costs. There are a number of thoughtful scholars, including individuals like Professor Daron Acemoglu, who argue that the pace of change in AI is happening too fast and that the negative externalities on society will be large. A recent Wall Street Journal article titled "Take Science Fiction Seriously, World Leaders Sound Alarm on AI" cited US and China as among the countries pledging to work together to evaluate the risks of AI at a basic level in areas like privacy, bias, ethics, and security, but also on jobs, particularly among marginalized communities. My good friend and colleague Amar Bhide takes the opposite view and argues, and I quote, AI technology is less like nuclear weapons than like many other slowly evolving technologies that have come before, from telephony to vaccines, that evolve through a protracted, massively multiplayer game that defies top-down command and control. New technologies introduce new risks, but also, and importantly, useful progress. Professor Bhide argues that the benefits and risks of AI will play out much more slowly than people anticipate. Some recent research, as Karim was describing from our faculty labs in D Cubed, suggests mixed results in worker and entrepreneurial productivity and performance, suggesting, in my view, that we still need to encourage more innovation. So, what should we do? One important strand of research is around reskilling the workforce for an AI-enabled world. This will benefit both individuals and companies. Another is on the evolution of laws, disclosures, and regulations, where we're already seeing differences across the US and Europe. For example, the proposed AI Act in Europe takes a risk-based approach with different levels of risk determining the level of regulation and compliance required. This provides a wonderful opportunity for scholars to study the effects of regulation on innovation and entrepreneurship on the one hand, and privacy, safety, and jobs on the other. It is an important topic on which we need to gain more perspective and insight. At Harvard Business School are two new institutes, the Digital Data and Design Institute and the Institute for the Study of Business in Global Society, are working together on a series of seminars in the next academic year to explore topics such as sustainable AI, democracy in the age of AI, AI and privacy, and AI and the future of humanity. History has shown us that the more we speak about technology, the more we also need to think about people. I am reminded of Mahatma Gandhi's 7 deadly sins, inimical to human progress. Among these are science without humanity, knowledge without character, and commerce without morality. The first part of these statements, science, knowledge, and commerce, are core elements of AI that will result in the significant benefits I described earlier. But we also need to pay attention to humanity, character, and morality. This means thinking carefully about bias, privacy, security, and jobs to increase the trust that society has in these technologies. As a school of leadership, I believe we are uniquely positioned to lead on artificial intelligence. Already, there are labs in D Cubed working on trustworthy AI and sessions in this conference probing these issues. So in closing, I wish you a wonderful conference filled with learning, ideas, debate, and dialogue. I am confident we are on the cusp of some amazing advancements, allowing us to do things we could never do before. For this reason, under Karim's leadership, we will introduce a new required course in the required curriculum on leading with AI next year. We already have several elective courses on AI, and our faculty are continuing to do important and exciting research. We are committed to AI because we believe in its promise for a better world. Thank you again for being here and for leading and participating in the sessions. It is your engagement that makes this conference so exciting. I am looking forward to the day with great anticipation. On behalf of the school, thank you all very, very much.
So today is going to feel a bit like a whiplash day because we've jammed about 3 days of content in the next 10 hours. There's a lot of content, and we're just going to be rifling through it pretty fast. One of the things that is incredible is the sheer depth and breadth of speakers and people that we've invited to join us. And I was very selfish. I wanted people that I wanted to learn from here at the conference. And so I designed it so that I'd be the first person that'd be happy with it, and hopefully you are as well. And to put this into context, we're going to be a community of learners both today here in person and also online. I just want to remind you of Harvard Business School's community values. We always start our sessions and our programs with a reminder of our community values, which include respect for the rights and differences of individuals. If you could put that back up for me. Yes, honesty and integrity in dealing with all members of the community, faculty, staff, participants, and then accountability for personal behavior.